When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Blue Devils offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. With the question as to whether he can feel his fingers at this point, fair catch is wise in the middle of this snowy, cold weather. The Eagles offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They'll move the wide receiver to the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. On the run, it's Humphrey. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Humphrey. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
The Golden Eagles will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Try and play action. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Powers through the defender. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. PAT unit on the field.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. first one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that one's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to it, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Rides to back and leaves it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Golden Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They boot it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. End off from the shotgun. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. after the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Blue Devils in the hurry-up. To the ground, he's got it again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Golden Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Boston College will send out the punt team. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at him.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Firing deep. He's got it on the left. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Fires to the big fella. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the run, it's Humphrey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got the quick pass. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Bolden. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Golden Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Picks up the 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for it all. Catch inside the 25. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Boston College. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Blue Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Duke.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on a scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Homer.
So if you're on offense this next drive...
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Golden Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bolden. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Right back to the well. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Ridley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Warren. Touchdown, Boston College! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. One final play before the end of the quarter. On the option. Now the toss. there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
The Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, he's got a chance. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
To the air on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Blue Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some outbreaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down this area of the field, so you got to do something to create separation.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Got a man, it's Bolden.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Boston College right back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Johnson. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Right down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Golden Eagles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
The Blue Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 30-yard line on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can